Welcome to all our ornamental fisheries viewers. Thanks for joining us for this another video. Now we'll be doing an update on our bucket filter as we got two questions. We got a question and a suggestion from two of our subscribers. Want to know more? Stay tuned. Welcome back to all our ornamental fisheries viewers on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. Now we'll be doing an update on our bucket filter because we got a suggestion and a question from two of our subscribers, and therefore I promised that I would do a short video to address this question and also the suggestion. Now, one of the questions was, how do I drain my bucket filter, the waste from my bucket filter? Now, if you remember from when we were building the filter, we had placed a drain pipe to the back. Now, this drain pipe is right at the bottom under where we have trapped all the heavy waste. So, as your filter gets filled with this heavy waste, what you can do, you can just place a bucket under your piping, or if you want to run your piping to a area where you have some plants. So what we do, we usually just place a bucket under it, turn it on, and run out all the waste from the bottom section of our filter. Now, this is what you would do. You would run out the excess water. So therefore, all the heavy waste would be removed from your filter. Now you know that your biological filtration, whatever you used for your biological filtration, from time to time, you would have to take that out and wash it. But the area where we trap all the heavy waste, you can drain it from the drain pipe at the back. Now, one of the things is what we practice is that we don't waste any of our water. So this water with the heavy waste is filled with nutrients, is nutrient rich, and plants do well with it. So if you have plants or vegetables or any sort of crops, it is good to use this water to water your plants. So therefore, we use and we practice a sort of recycled, environmentally friendly habit with our aquaculture. So we don't waste the water. So this water, when it is removed, we use it to water our plants. Now, if you would like and you would like to run it to an area where maybe your garden is, you can pipe your bucket filter accordingly. But because we move our bucket filter from one vat to the other, we just use that temporary means of just placing the bucket there, turning on that valve and releasing the waste. Now, the other suggestion was from another subscriber, and Mr. David Atkinson. He suggested that we could use charcoal to refresh at the final stage of the filtration, to refresh the water. Now, if you look on the water that is coming up, or it is pure and clean, what this charcoal does now is that it removes any sort of smell or any sort of odor that is in your water. So it creates a level of purification at the end of your filtration process. So therefore charcoal is very important to your filtration process. And I made these bags very easily. All I did, I got a piece of mesh cloth at the fabric store. They call it tulle. You can go to your local fabric store and just purchase a piece. It's very inexpensive. And all I did was to put the charcoal, just put pieces of charcoal on it. I cut it to various sizes, and then after adding my charcoal to it, I just simply fold and just tie the two ends together. So I'll tie the two first ends together, and then I'll tie the other ends together. And this is what I do. So maybe I would use 3 or 4 so that they would fit around at the top of the bucket filter properly, so that I did not do just one big one. I did 3 separate pieces that they would fit properly on top of the bucket filter. Now I realize that this process, this end process of purification of the water through the charcoal is really beneficial. So therefore that's a thumbs up for Mr. David Atkinson, the one who suggested that maybe we could try some charcoal at the end of our filtration. Now this is actually a very good move. So you can also to add charcoal to the end stage of your filtration, as this refreshes and let your water be refreshed totally. And what we want to encourage all our subscribers is that we always try our best to use inexpensive materials that are easily accessed at your fabric store or your local hardware store. Therefore, it will allow you to save and maximize on your earnings. So after we have finished made it, one of the things that you have to do with charcoal, you would have to rinse off the excess. So what we do, we just run it under the pipe to remove the excess dust from the charcoal before we place it in our filter. So that's it, guys. The 2 things we wanted to suggest. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, Ornamental Fish Whiz. Thanks much for joining us, and please remember to leave a comment, because as always we try to improve on what we do. If you have a comment, whether good or bad, just place it in the comment section below. We really appreciate your comments. Thanks much for joining us, and please do join us next time. Ornamental Fish Whiz.